It's the end of the campaign trail for Governor Tim Walz after he and Vice President Kamala Harris lost yesterday's election. The governor heading back to Minnesota tonight to serve out the remaining 2 years of his term. Jessica Hart reports on what he'll be facing. Jessica?
Julie, a political expert I talked with, says Walz will likely get pulled in a couple of different directions here at home and nationally, but Minnesota has to be the #1 priority. He says the national stuff won't matter if the political situation here becomes inflamed.
A House divided is what's waiting for Governor Tim Walz back home. Republicans gained enough seats election night to tie for control of the Minnesota House.
And so I think Tim Walz has got his hands full.
Larry Jacobs is a political science professor at the University of Minnesota who sees a road full of obstacles for Walz.
One of Tim Walz's challenges is going to be to win back trust from DFLers who he may have irritated because of some of the policies that he has advocated on the national stage, but especially from Republicans who he has gone after on the national stage.
Jacob says Walz will need to find a way to talk and work with Republicans.
Minnesota is only going to work again if we can have dialogue across our differences.
If not, he says people will see the result.
I think the average Minnesotan can probably expect to be frustrated. We are going to be in a period where the #1 agenda for Republicans in practice is going to be to stop the DFL. The Republicans are going to use their newfound power to deadlock what had been a kind of steam engine of policies just moving through the Capitol.
And that's the challenge for Walz, turning a House divided into a House united.
Jacob says the days of big spending packages are over in this state. He also doesn't think Republicans will get big tax cuts or roll back on programs because that would mean the DFL-controlled Senate would have to get on board.
All right. Thank you, Jessica.